Crocodiles are ancient reptiles with extraordinary strength, lurking silently in rivers and swamps. They can strike in the blink of an eye, unleashing a terrifying bite that leaves prey no chance to fight back. Countless attacks have been recorded, shocking people with how sudden and unbelievable they are. From dragging massive animals into the water to charging straight onto land in pursuit, every move reveals their fearsome nature. They are apex predators, carrying ruthless survival instincts honed through millions of years of evolution. Watch the video now to witness crocodile attacks so brutal you won't be able to look away. Zebra, with its striking black and white stripes like a living painting, is known as one of Africa's gentle grazers. Yet behind that beauty lies a world of deadly encounters that leave witnesses breathless. Whenever zebras step into the river to drink or migrate across it, they face the lurking danger of crocodiles waiting beneath the surface.
No, I got it.
The monitor lizard, a powerful reptile with a muscular body and razor-sharp claws, never hesitates to face even the fiercest predators. One of the most breathtaking encounters is the battle between the monitor lizard and the crocodile, two formidable warriors of nature. In these duels of wit and strength, the monitor lizard relies not only on its incredible speed, but also on its agility to confront the giant opponent. These encounters are not just fights for survival, but moments of pure tension and awe that leave anyone watching in disbelief. Through a mix of smart tactics and unyielding instinct, the monitor lizard proves to be a fearsome rival, not easily defeated, even by powerful hunters like crocodiles. They create thrilling, dramatic clashes that remind us, in the wild, strength alone doesn't always triumph over speed and skill. On the sandy shore, a crocodile had just finished digging a nest to protect its eggs. As it rested under the sun, a monitor lizard appeared, immediately putting the crocodile on alert. The monitor lizard tried to approach, provoking the crocodile's anger and threats. But the stubborn lizard refused to leave. Moments later, another monitor lizard arrived, prompting the crocodile to charge forward and chase them off. While the crocodile was distracted, the first monitor seized its chance, sneaking up to the nest, digging it open, and snatching an egg before quickly fleeing. The crocodile, a massive and terrifying hunter with dagger-like teeth and a body built for power, commands fear and respect across the water. Encounters between crocodiles and other animals are ruthless battles of survival. Their mysterious patience beneath the surface, lightning-fast strikes, and deadly silence make every confrontation pulse with tension. The elephant, the gentle giant of the savannah, seems almost invincible with its massive size and extraordinary strength. Yet even these giants face moments of life and death when confronting crocodiles, cunning and deadly hunters lurking beneath the surface. Encounters between elephants and crocodiles often happen when herds come to drink or cross a river, where sudden ambushes from the shadows turn everything into chaos. The crocodile lunges forward, trying to attack the elephant's legs, while the elephant roars and fights back with overwhelming force. This is one of the rarest and most spectacular showdowns in the wild. A herd of elephants was migrating toward the riverbank when they came across a crocodile. Without hesitation, the herd moved closer, frightening the crocodile, which quickly slipped back into the water. Seeing it leave, the elephants calmly began to drink by the river's edge. One elephant was preparing to cross to the other side. It carefully surveyed the water, then began to wade in. Step by step, it made its way across, but just as it was about to reach the shore, a crocodile suddenly charged from behind, leaping onto the elephant and attacking. Startled and terrified, the elephant thrashed about, breaking free from the crocodile's jaws and scrambling up onto the bank. The gazelle, one of the swiftest and most resilient antelopes in the animal kingdom, stands as a true symbol of survival in the wild. With remarkable speed and agility, they can often outrun even the fiercest predators. However, in the most unexpected encounters, these graceful creatures must face one of the river's most powerful hunters, the crocodile. These confrontations are not only battles of strength, but also tests of wit and survival. When a gazelle steps down to drink from the river, it faces dangers not just on land, but also beneath the surface, where a crocodile's patience and power can strike terror into any predator or prey alike. These breathtaking, tense moments have become unforgettable scenes in nature's eternal struggle between life and death. A herd of gazelles raced frantically across the river, each one desperate to reach the far bank. Unaware of the danger lurking nearby, they didn't notice the crocodile closing in. In a flash, it lunged forward with its jaws wide open, seizing an unlucky gazelle in an instant. The gazelle was struggling to cross the river when it suddenly found itself surrounded by predators. A crocodile lunged forward, clamping down with its razor-sharp jaws. Moments later, another crocodile joined in, and together they tore the helpless prey apart in an instant. The African buffalo, a symbol of strength and courage across the plains, is a beast that even the fiercest predators respect. But when it steps into the river, it faces a deadly foe, the crocodile. In the still water, the predator lies in wait, ready to strike with lightning speed. Sudden attacks and violent struggles between these two powerhouses sent waves crashing in all directions. Even when caught off guard, the buffalo fights back with incredible might, tearing free from the jaws of death. Each encounter becomes a heart-stopping battle for survival, where instinct and willpower are pushed to their very limits. In the middle of a barren desert, a herd of buffalo drinks from a watering hole, unaware of the danger lurking beneath. A crocodile bursts upward, snapping at the buffalo's neck with incredible force. But the strike is too quick to hold, giving the buffalo a chance to drag the predator onto land. Realizing it's at a disadvantage, the crocodile reluctantly releases its hefty prize. By the riverbank, a herd of buffalo drinks peacefully when a crocodile suddenly lunges, clamping onto one buffalo's muzzle. Bellows in pain, its cries echoing through the surrounding brush as the herd looks on in shock. Summoning its strength, the buffalo thrashes wildly, dragging the predator onto the shore to gain the upper hand. At last, it breaks free, and the crocodile retreats back into the water. Beside a small river, another herd of buffalo enjoys the cool water. Before they can react, one of them becomes the crocodile's next target. The buffalo struggles desperately, but it cannot overpower the predator's crushing strength. Slowly, it's dragged beneath the surface, becoming the crocodile's next meal. The African buffalo, a symbol of strength, courage, and unyielding herd spirit across the savannah. Yet even this mighty creature must sometimes face the terrifying predator beneath the water, the crocodile. As the herd crosses the river, sudden ambushes turn the calm surface into a storm of splashing water and echoing bellows. Buffalo fight back with furious determination, using every ounce of strength to escape the jaws of death, while crocodiles hold on with monstrous power. Sometimes, unity gives the herd the upper hand, allowing them to rescue one of their own from the predator's deadly grip. These encounters are not only brutal, but also capture the fierce, emotional beauty of the wild. In the swampy grasslands, a herd of buffalo was cooling off in the water when, suddenly, a crocodile attacked. One unlucky buffalo was caught and taken down in an instant. Beneath the lake's surface, a young buffalo was trapped in the predator's jaws. The crocodile bit hard, sinking its sharp teeth into the calf and refusing to let go. On the shore, the adult buffalo watched helplessly as the young one was dragged farther and farther away. Within moments, the crocodile twisted its body, clamping down on the calf's neck and pulling it under, ending its life before the herd's sorrowful eyes. The deer, a gentle and swift creature of the forest, embodies grace and tranquility. Yet in the harsh wilderness, even they must face deadly dangers. When they come to drink by the river or cross through swampy waters, deer become targets for crocodiles, silent hunters delivering fatal strikes from below. These sudden attacks erupt in violent splashes, creating chaos and breathtaking drama. The deer thrash and struggle, fighting desperately against death's grip, revealing a survival instinct far stronger than their delicate appearance suggests. Each encounter becomes a heroic tale of life and death, where the fragility of existence is laid bare in a single moment. A young deer cautiously approached the riverbank to drink. As if sipped, glancing around for danger, a crocodile suddenly burst from the water to attack. But in a stroke of luck, the alert fawn leapt away just in time, escaping the jaws of death. By the wide river, a male deer leapt into the water, swimming swiftly toward the opposite bank. Halfway across, a crocodile suddenly appeared, surging after it and sending waves of panic through the deer. Just as it seemed the crocodile would catch up, the buck twisted its body and powered forward with all its might, finally reaching the shore to safety. At the water's edge, a crocodile clamped its jaws around a young fawn beneath the surface. While the mother deer watched from the bank, she seemed strangely calm as her fawn was dragged farther from shore toward the middle of the lake. The young deer stayed still, feigning defeat to fool the predator. When the crocodile loosened its grip, the fawn suddenly bolted toward the bank, but was unexpectedly blocked by its mother's charge. In the end, the confused fawn turned away and disappeared toward the far side of the river. The leopard, one of the most agile and fearless warriors in the animal kingdom. With its signature golden coat covered in black rosettes, it blends perfectly into its surroundings, becoming a mysterious and deadly hunter. But few know that even massive crocodiles can't intimidate this feline predator. Clashes between leopards and crocodiles are heart-pounding showdowns where speed, cunning, and sheer power are pushed to the limit. To take down such a formidable opponent, the leopard relies not only on strength, but also on remarkable intelligence and precision. Can the leopard outsmart and overpower this heavyweight foe? Each encounter is a breathtaking performance that keeps viewers on the edge of their seats. By the lake, a strange scene unfolds. A blind leopard is sharing a meal with a group of crocodiles. Suddenly, it startles when it senses a stranger nearby. Struggling to maneuver through the crowd of crocodiles, it finally squeezes into a small, open space. Even though it nearly gets bitten, the leopard refuses to give up its share. After snatching a few bites, it finally retreats, realizing the crocodiles are simply too many. As darkness falls over the forest, everything grows still, until a leopard spots a crocodile resting beside a swamp. Curious, it sits and watches for a while, showing no sign of aggression. Apparently bored, the leopard circles around to the crocodile's tail, continuing to observe. After some time, it loses interest and walks away. Another leopard prowls along the lake's edge in search of food. In the distance, a crocodile lies half submerged in the water. Noticing the reptile devouring a carcass, the leopard approaches, planning to steal the meal. Sensing the threat, the crocodile opens its jaws wide, flashing sharp teeth in warning, making the leopard hesitate. They struggle briefly near the shore, but the crocodile's ferocity keeps the leopard at bay. Unable to claim the prize, the leopard stands there, watching with regret. The Lion King of the Savannah, the very symbol of strength and dominance, rules the land. Yet even it must sometimes face a fearsome rival beneath the waters, the crocodile. When these two apex predators meet at the river's edge, the tension is almost unbearable. As the lion approaches to drink or hunt, a single tail flick from the crocodile can spark a lightning-fast attack. The lion's furious counter and earth-shaking roar send ripples through the water. This battle between two masters of predation is a clash of power, strategy, and primal survival. It is a moment when the wild reveals both its brutality and its grandeur. A pride of lions moves through the forest and comes across a crocodile resting nearby. One lioness approaches, but the crocodile suddenly lunges forward, startling her into retreat. The alpha male charges in to defend her, only to meet fierce resistance from the reptile. After a tense struggle, the lion realizes this opponent is not to be underestimated and quietly withdraws. The mother lion leads her cubs across the river, ever watchful for danger lurking beneath the surface. One curious cub dashes ahead, only to be snatched by a crocodile waiting below. The predator clamps down and drags its prey underwater. The cub is gone, leaving the lions staring helplessly at the rippling water. After finishing a successful hunt, a pride of lions feasts on their prey beside a small river. As they feed, a crocodile slowly approaches, drawing their attention. The lions rise and roar in unison, intimidating the intruder until it retreats back into the water. The hippopotamus, the true ruler of Africa's swamps, may appear slow, but it's one of the most dangerous animals on the planet. When a crocodile dares to trespass into its territory, chaos erupts in an instant. Thunderous roars echo, water explodes into white spray, and the hippo's massive jaws deliver crushing blows that strike fear into its enemies. Even the notoriously ferocious crocodile can be tossed aside or crushed in these explosive encounters. Each attack leaves onlookers breathless, showcasing the hippo's absolute dominance, the undisputed master of the wild waters. A hippo soaking in the swamp suddenly senses an intruder approaching. Lowering its massive head toward the water, it comes face to face with a crocodile. Without hesitation, the hippo bites down hard on the reptile's body. Startled and terrified, the crocodile retreats into the swamp, leaving the hippo and its calf unharmed. In the murky depths, another crocodile wanders into the midst of a massive hippo herd. The hippos immediately demand that the intruder leave their territory. Hopelessly outnumbered, the crocodile is seized and tossed high into the air by the furious giants. By sheer luck, it manages to escape the wrath of the enraged herd. The gazelle, with its slender build and unmatched speed, is one of the fastest animals in the savannah. But when facing crocodiles, relentless predators of the waterways, it must rely on more than speed, tapping into every survival instinct it has. These showdowns between gazelles and crocodiles are thrilling, as the gazelle races against death itself, dodging lightning-fast strikes. Though agile and enduring, the gazelle's fate hangs in the balance against the crocodile's raw strength and unforgiving attacks, creating dramatic chases that captivate every viewer. A herd of gazelles rushes frantically, each one racing to the other side of the river. They don't notice a crocodile closing in until it lunges, jaws wide open, and snatches an unlucky victim in an instant. The heart-stopping moment as the herd tries to cross, while beneath the surface, dozens of ferocious crocodiles wait in ambush. One gazelle hesitates at the water's edge, and in a blink it's taken down. One after another, the gazelles leap into the river, only to be attacked by the swarm of crocodiles. In the end, just a few manage to reach the safety of the opposite bank. The hippopotamus, with its massive body and astonishing power, has long been considered one of the most dangerous creatures in Africa's rivers. It may look gentle at first, but when provoked, it transforms into a fierce warrior. When facing the crocodile, a cunning and deadly predator, the clash becomes a breathtaking battle for survival. Ferocious bites and intense chases between these two giants create scenes almost too wild to believe. At times, the hippo's overwhelming strength strikes fear into the crocodile, yet there are moments when it finds itself in real danger against those razor-sharp jaws. This is a powerful reminder of the harsh and unforgiving nature of the wild. A hippo and her calf finish feeding when they come across a crocodile basking on the riverbank. Seeing the reptile blocking their path, the mother, worried for her baby's safety, charges forward with her mouth wide open to confront the intruder. Intimidated, the crocodile reluctantly backs off and slips away. In the swamp, a lone crocodile finds itself surrounded by a massive herd of hippos. The hippos want it out of their territory immediately. Outnumbered and overpowered, the crocodile is bitten and tossed into the air by the furious herd. Luckily, it manages to escape the enraged hippos just in time. The baboon, one of Africa's most intelligent and daring primates, is renowned not only for its sharp mind, but also for its astonishing bravery. In the wild, these creatures sometimes face one of the most dangerous enemies beneath the surface, the crocodile. When troops of baboons come down to the river to drink or forage, a single careless moment can turn into tragedy. Crocodiles burst from the murky water with lightning-fast strikes, throwing the entire group into chaos. Yet baboons are far from helpless. They react swiftly, screaming, banding together, and even fighting back to rescue their own. Each confrontation between intellect and brute strength becomes a gripping test of nature's fiercest survival instincts. On the sandy shore, a crocodile was devouring its prey, each powerful bite pulling the baboon deeper into its jaws. Beneath the river's surface, another baboon was trapped, its arm caught tightly in a crocodile's grip. Terrified, it dared not move as its troop watched anxiously from the bank. When the predator loosened its hold for a moment, the baboon seized its chance, twisting free and dragging itself toward the shore. The crocodile lost its grip, and the baboon sprinted to safety, leaving the hunter behind with nothing but frustration in its eyes. A baboon was drinking from the river when a crocodile suddenly attacked. The baboon fought desperately, thrashing to escape the predator's jaws, using every ounce of strength to keep its head above water while trying to pull the crocodile toward the shore. In an instant, the rest of the troop charged in, attacking the crocodile together. Outnumbered and overpowered, the crocodile retreated to save its own life. The hippopotamus. Seemingly gentle, yet one of Africa's most dangerous animals. With its massive body and immense power, it fearlessly charges into fierce battles to defend its territory. Even more astonishing is its frequent rival, the crocodile, the master ambusher of the waters. Their encounters create scenes of pure intensity as two giants clash with raw, primal strength. These moments are breathtaking to witness, epic duels where nature's power and unpredictability collide. Watch the video to discover the incredible face-offs between hippos and crocodiles. Beneath the river's surface, a group of crocodiles gathered to feast together on their prey, tearing it apart with brutal force. In the midst of their frenzy, a hippopotamus. Though crocodiles are fierce predators, the moment the hippo arrived, they immediately backed away, giving way to the massive beast. In the depths of the lake, a crocodile faced off against a huge hippopotamus. Neither was willing to back down, and a violent battle erupted. But the hippo's size and strength gave it the upper hand. It clamped down hard and overpowered the crocodile. By the riverbank, a group of crocodiles basked lazily in the sun. A young hippo boldly approached, teasing one of the resting crocodiles. It opened its mouth wide and charged, startling the crocodile into retreating back into the water. Moments later, the young hippo turned its attention to a nearby buffalo. In the unpredictable wild, the python, a giant, non-venomous reptile, strikes fear into many with its incredible strength and daring hunts. But you might not believe it, pythons can take on crocodiles. The swamp kings, armed with razor-sharp teeth and unmatched bite force. Every encounter between these two titans is a fight to the death, a battle between the suffocating constrictor and the ambush master of the still waters. Sometimes, the python emerges victorious, wrapping tightly until its foe can no longer breathe. Other times, the crocodile turns the tide with a single devastating bite. These clashes are as dramatic as any action film, keeping viewers on edge with every second that passes. The python struggled desperately to escape as a crocodile clamped its jaws around its body. It twisted and struck back, biting the predator in defense, but that only enraged the crocodile further. With violent force, the crocodile flung the python into the water, then spun its massive body, twisting the snake until it went limp. After a fierce and brutal struggle, the python succumbed to the crocodile's crushing jaws. A python slithered toward the riverbank, quietly sliding into the water, hoping to avoid being detected by the crocodile. But luck was not on its side. The crocodile spotted it, lunged forward, and clamped down hard, dragging the snake beneath the surface. Wild dogs, fierce and relentless, are true warriors of the wilderness. Not only do they endure harsh environments, but they also face down giant predators, even crocodiles. When wild dogs attack, they never fight alone. The entire pack moves as one, overwhelming their foe with relentless teamwork. These confrontations are a blend of cunning strategy and tireless strength. Though crocodiles boast deadly power and fearsome jaws, wild dogs shock their rivals with fearless assaults and unbreakable unity. Their clashes stand as proof of the wild dog's indomitable spirit. Beside a watering hole, a pack of wild dogs gathers to drink. Suddenly, a crocodile lunges and clamps onto one's leg. Before the pack can react, their companion is dragged into the depths and torn apart. On the riverbank, a pack feasts on its prey. But as a crocodile approaches, they scramble to drag the carcass away. Despite their efforts, the predator steals it, leaving the pack staring in frustration. The cheetah, the fastest cat on Earth, embodies the raw power of speed and astonishing agility. Yet in the brutal game of survival, they often cross paths with the terrifying foe of the water, the crocodile. One represents lightning-fast sprints across the savannah, the other a fatal strike from the shadows. Together, they create clashes so intense that even nature itself seems to hold its breath. The contrast between speed and power, between agility and brutal ambush, turns every encounter into a battle for life and death. In these moments, one small mistake can flip the hunter into the hunted, adding another ruthless chapter to the cycle of survival. By the lake's edge, a cheetah bows its head to drink, unaware of the predator lurking below. A crocodile erupts, jaws wide, and drags the cheetah into the water. In a rushing river, two cheetahs fight the current, swimming desperately toward the far bank. A crocodile gives chase just behind them. The pursuit is suffocatingly tense, but both cheetahs manage to reach land, narrowly escaping its deadly jaws.